Hello everybody, I'm Nick.
And I'm Ollie.
And this is a quick interview with Ollie about the final day of filming Pierce Brosnan, or at least the bigger chunks of
on the Bonding trilogy.
Yeah,
or specifically 50 Slices of Bonding.
Yeah.
And this is the first on-location interview. We've done on-set interviews.
Yeah.
But this is one of the few on-location ones that we've done.
Yeah, unless you count the garden.
Yeah, and this one is with me, the guy who's written it and directed it and been in it. Yeah, what a journey.
So I don't have any specific questions, so maybe you could just tell us about the experience of being Brosnan, playing him throughout the trilogy, and how today went.
Yeah, well, when I started as Brosnan, I didn't really have any intention of doing it because I was hoping to direct the thing and write it and cast everyone else, but I had so much trouble finding someone to do it. I said, to hell with it, I'm going to have to step in and do it. And I really helped myself out in that situation because I think, had I not done that, I probably would have ended up casting someone and recasting someone. So It's been nice as well because I've played him in all three films. I've been able to stick it out to the end of the trilogy, which is nice. Obviously, I can't go into spoilers for the third film.
Yeah.
But I think what the viewers are going to see is a well-rounded story arc that has been built up from the first two films. And I think a lot of plot revelations do surround Brosnan, and his storyline makes a lot of sense. And I think there's a lot to expect, certainly with his relationship with Jinx, the way he's thrust into exile. I can't say more than that.
Yeah.
And he has to kind of stand on his own 2 feet in this one. So it's a very different Brosnan. I think he's more mature. He's matured as the films have gone on, and he's become really this sort of central protagonist. Just with the way the story has evolved, that was the natural progression. And I feel like there's a lot of emotional weight to him this time, and it feels more natural. Whereas before he was like a kid. So it literally is a kid who's come of age. And that's what's been a joy. And I've never stuck with a character so long. I've played a lot of parts in my time. I've been on stage, and I've also acted in other people's films, including this man's here.
Yeah, he's really good, and especially one that's been in production for a couple months now. He's really good in it.
Oh, thank you.
As one of the main characters and a couple of side characters as well.
Yeah, and I've acted for Tom Elgee as well, who plays Daniel Craig in this film.
I
play his dad.
You're really good in that too.
Charming, thank you. Yeah, I love acting. It's one of my passions, and I never intended to act in my own films, but it seems to be the way that it works. But I'm going to miss Brosnan because I've played him for 7 years. It's a long time to be with the same character. It's the longest part that I've had. And it's ironic because Pierce Brosnan is not my favourite James Bond, but I do have a lot of respect for him as James Bond, and I've tried to kind of play him sort of the same but sort of different with the accent that I use, but making him slightly younger and sort of growing. That was the way that I sort of... It's more of almost a caricature of the character, of the guy himself. So that's what I've tried to do. And I hope people will be impressed. Now, I've got to do a bit more action in this film, which is good. And obviously, because I direct it and I write it and I edit it, I'm basically doing most of the work, along with a lot of other people. But including this man here. But I have to say, I have a great team of people. I wouldn't honestly have got this far without them. Like we had a whole day of filming with Jinx, Georgina. Shout out to Georgina. In September last year.
We had the whole weekend even.
Exactly, a whole weekend, and I was acting for most of that because most of my scenes are with her, and I was so lucky to have those people there to help me because it's weird directing scenes you're in. But in some ways it is a lot of fun, but it is a lot to juggle. But I've enjoyed it. It's been a stress, but it's been a good stress. But it will be nice to bring closure to the character, but at the same time, I will miss it. There's no doubt. I'm going to look back at these films and go, that was a fantastic memory and a great character to play. And he's not necessarily the funniest character in the film, but...
Wow. There's a couple of others we can name. But we won't because of spoilers.
But I've been lucky enough to kind of think of some good lines for Brosnan, and I think that he has become... He's shown a bit of his humorous side in this one. But, I think the audience are going to enjoy seeing him rise from what was a victim to someone who is now taking control. I think you'll enjoy it. And also this man is in it as well. Me and him don't cross paths that much in the film, but Nick's character is also very much present. And it's great to work with him, absolutely. And I love acting in his films. It's
been fantastic working with you on your films and on my stuff and other people's stuff like Tom's. It's been absolutely brilliant.
And Nick is a co-producer and assistant director. He's done so much for this project. So I just also want to take a moment to thank him for everything he's done, not only today but over the last however many years.
Yes, well, I didn't, not the first one, but since
Yeah.
we did the second one, I've helped out a bit, and then gradually over the third one, I've got more and more involved.
Yeah, and honestly, I mean, I obviously I'm the guy that's making this, so I can talk selfishly and be biased. But for you, as someone who is just you're still involved, but you haven't written it or anything.
Yeah.
In terms of what to expect, you think the viewers will be in for the best one yet?
Yeah, I think the viewers are in for the best one. It's even on the initial first draft you did, which
Yeah.
I will say doesn't have as much of the revelations as what it turns out, but you've added more and more, and there's more to be revealed. But even from that first draft, I think, yes, this is going to be the best one. I think this one is pretty much near perfect. It's near perfection for these films. Near perfection. It's it's an absolute blast.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. And what we've had since then has been absolutely amazing. And some brilliant stuff, some new changes, some new additions, some new revelations, etc. Can't go into too much detail.
Yeah.
But basically, I think this one will definitely be the best one of the trilogy.
Oh, wow. That's amazing to hear. And there's a lot of big sequences coming up. As you've already seen, we've promoted the car on this channel. So that sequence will be shot very soon. And I think as Bond fans, both you and I, we've enjoyed this a lot because, you know, we have a passion for James Bond, and I think getting the car was an absolute stroke of luck. But going back to, you know, Brosnan, thank you to everybody who's watched the films over the last 7 years. Well, 7 years now. Yeah. And I hope you enjoyed the third one when it is finished in its entirety. It will be the last one. This is the closing of the door on this trilogy. But I will definitely be back to make more films in the future. Not as Brosnan, but I'll probably be playing some other weird character in the future. And I hope this man is there as well. We'll always collaborate. So yeah, stay tuned for 50 Slices of Bonding. Releases 25th of July 2022.